mind if they want to hear us talk about Popeye.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, we just been talking about Popeye. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like how that's your code name for, you know.
He was...
For what, Sword?
You know.
No, I don't. Please tell me.
You know.
Do you elaborate?
What's
I mean,
Popeye? What's Popeye code name
If
for?
you want to get banned on Twitch, we can.
Yeah, no,
mean, it's your
divulge my
channel.
safe word. Divulge what
Go
my
ahead.
safe word
Go
is.
ahead. I'm listening.
I can't get you banned on Twitch. Yeah, I'm just doing you a favor. You know, it's
Thanks. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So apparently the IRL guy that Popeye is based off of was named Frank Rocky Fiegel. And yeah.
Feagle.
Yeah, and the reason why his face is like, why he has his chin so forward is because he barely had any teeth left. So the gap, imagine like if all of your teeth are gone, there's a gap right there, right? So if you would then like still close your face, close your mouth, your jaw is way closer to your upper jaw at that point, like the normal. So it slightly deforms the face.
Oh my god.
We've
Yeah,
learned
really?
so much today.
Apparently Fiegel was a local brawler, famous for his fist fighting skills, and he was also like really good with kids, and kids would ask him how he was so strong and good at fighting, and he would say that it was because he ate his spinach.
Oh! Ah! Wait, that's so wholesome. That's so cute. I would
Now-
be just like him.
Did you even though we play mainly Pathfinder on this channel, did you know that Popeye was one of the first non-D&D licensed characters to get a D&D stat sheet?
No, what the fuck?
He has one stat sheet, but a variance in stats depending on who drew him.
That's incredible. Oh yeah, like so the size
Yeah.
of his arms adjusts his strength stat. I get it.
Yeah, like there's a difference between the comic book Popeye and the animated Popeye, because
Oh, yeah.
animated Popeye does like heinous acts of strength,
Yes.
like stupid shit. Like
It's closest
Yeah.
to the real Popeye.
yeah. So for anyone who wants to know, Popeye's stats in order are 63 strength. He's stronger than the canonical strongest, like physically strongest god in all of D&D. He has 18 intelligence. He has 6 wisdom.
Just send down onto the mortal plane, and suddenly they hear
It's specifically,
oh shit!
it's specifically explained that he has 18 strength by base, and he gains 63 strength upon consuming spinach.
What the fuck?
And he has 6 wisdom.
Oh yeah.
It's all blows to the head.
He has 21 dexterity. Yeah, it makes sense. 22 constitution and 18 charisma. Popeye is by all means the most broken melee character in all of D&D.
All
Now
of
you
that
know.
makes sense. All of that makes sense to me.
Yeah, like he has more strength than actual statted physical gods. Like gods were supposed to manifest physical strength. Popeye has like about 8 more strength than the strongest one ever statted.
Jesus.
I love that so much. That's so good. I want to be just like him when I'm older. I should start
18
wearing out my teeth
charisma?
right now.
What? Don't act like he ain't got the riz. He pulls olive oil.
Dude, he says incoherent mumble jumbles and he gets a girl.
He says mumbo
Exactly.
jumbo, and he is like the most beloved motherfucker on the planet.
Do you know how many jobs this guy has?
All I was thinking is like, you know, the bitches see him being so nice to the kids and their ovaries start shaking. That was my train of thought.
What?
Exactly. And he makes how many kids eat their spinach?
Yeah.
I could see why Olive Oil was interested. Just saying.
Yeah.
And no teeth.
Oh my god! Shut up!
Unlimited power.
I can't wait to
The
get
tongue
gummed
is
by
a
Popeye.
muscle.
You gotta give her the gummer.
Gummers, dude. Gummy wummies.
Just saying.
Pop open the lid on her can, if you know what I'm saying.
He's like, I'm Peter like spinach.
Gonna get a new definition of gummy bear.
I hate
No,
this.
that's Sling Blade. That's not Popeye. You got any mother biscuit?
You gotta remember the OG of the guy who asked for a hamburger today, as he promises to pay you Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you give me a hamburger today, I will give you a hamburger on Tuesday, or like some shit like that. Forget what it
Holy
is.
fuck.
Yeah.
I love that guy. He's
Do you
always
know that
hustling.
betrayal of that one broke hand friend everybody got?
Oh,
Do you,
lovely
want to know a
Discord.
fun bit about him? Pick me.
Is everyone else picking up just me? I thought it was a Popeye bit.
Discord's
second.
dying.
Yeah, the
We'll just
Discord
give it a
is
bit.
dying.
The moment I realized the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
Quick, record. We're gonna put it on an album. It's just like auto tuning. Hey.
I think
I think it fixed itself.
I'm so sorry.
Damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Do you
I'm
wanna?
so sorry.
Do you want to know a
it's
funny?
gone.
Like an actual genuine funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about the guy who goes, I will trade you one hamburger for today for the payment of a hamburger tomorrow, or whatever.
No.
So in Swedish, his name is Frasse, which means, you know, the consumer. But it's like turned sort of into a name. So the fun part about that is that, you know how you have Popeye's chicken and biscuits and whatever, like that shit as
You say as I'm eating
as a thing.
Popeye's chicken and biscuits right now?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
So good.
Frasse has a hamburger chain in Sweden.
I want Popeye.
Like, we have a hamburger chain themed after that Popeye's character in
Awesome.
Sweden.
I wonder if I can get a hamburger today and then pay them back Tuesday. What if there's a burger loan program?
Do they have a burger loan program?
That would be the peak thing, right? I
would
hope
like
that
that.
it used to have that. But I don't know if they still do.
Hey, chat, would you take a down payment on a double cheeseburger with a 50% APR? Like, would you?
Goddamn.
Please, burger today, pay tomorrow. Ooh.
I think they did a reverse thing once where they basically, where you could buy a stamp thing and then just get a bunch of deals on a bunch of burgers every single day of the week.
God. I would convert my diet to burger. I would just eat burger.
Look,
Yeah.
all I'm saying, Froggy, is knowing you, it would take less than that for you to convert your entire diet to burger. Like, you would just offer you a burger.
Hey,
And you're just like, I live off these now.
Hey, yeah. Okay, all right. You're not wrong. Okay.
Like, we don't need a special booklet or a stamp or nothing. Like,
Hey, we didn't need to say it out loud, but like, here we are. I've been eating nachos for the past 2 weeks.
it's all right. I've been eating fucking pork loin for like the last week.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
I bought a 45-pound bag of rice, so I'm eating rice.
I love
So
rice.
like, what is it? Like one of the stores that like me and Fear go to, they do like a bunch of like bulk stuff, and
Yeah.
it's Sam's. It's Sam's Club. They do a bunch of bulk stuff, and you can get like a big like 10-pound pork loin for like $20. And I was like, I'm gonna throw that shit in some marinade for 2 days, and I'm gonna cook it.
Pounds? What the fuck?
And we've just been slicing it and eating it with stuff. And
Yeah.
like that's just like, I also found like my favorite ramen for like $1 a bowl, and so I'm like, I can make my favorite ramen, crack an egg, put some slices of pork loin in that joker. Like,
Make
good.
it
And
infinitely better.
yeah, and
God.
just like I could literally feed myself for 2 weeks off like $50, and I was just like, yes,
God.
this is true adulting.
Oh my god! What the fuck? You buy like 1 pound of meat here and it's like $18. What the hell? I'm so fucked off right now. What the fuck? Oh wait, Canadian inflation. Never mind. Our prices are right. Never mind.
The spits.
No, food inflation is it's hitting in America too. Like any other place except for like the bulk buy stores, like prices are fucking heinous.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I used to be able to survive just like on $100 a month just for like groceries and food. Now
Yeah.
it's gone up
Yeah.
to like 300 to 400 sometimes, and I'm like, this is I
Yeah.
must be doing something terribly wrong. This is garbage,
No.
I can't believe
no.
Zoran is surviving off of like prime rib and like
dude.
caviar.
I buy like just bags of rice and shit. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
it's bad.
I went to the store recently, and like when we bought the big ass 45-pound bag, is that we saw a piece of meat like less than 5 feet away from it, and we see the price on this meat. It's like maybe 3 pounds worth of meat. That's pretty neat and whatever, right? It's like $55.
okay.
Agony.
So Chatteroons, welcome back to another exciting episode of Rotgoons. This will be a
Yes,
slightly shorter
yes.
episode today. This is the preamble before we end things. There will be a delay in terms of stuff because we are going on a trip, and some of us will be
In our
away.
favorite rocket ship?
Yes,
In the favorite Rotgoon ship.
it's like I will be away. I'm going on a little trip, so yeah. So that's me for context of that. That's why things get will be delayed a little bit, and the final episode instead of potentially next weekend or something, because it would have been on 31st, but I'll be away at that time. So it'll be back whenever we can get back. So we'll have to kind of figure that out and announce to everybody of the actual finale of Rotgoons. So over that. Also, note for you, Easy. Just leave this intro in. It's not much. It's not gonna be like the biggest thing in the world for everybody. Just leave whatever the hell this intro is. This is for the podcast listeners and for the Twitch viewers, so they can get just a little slice of what happens during the live streams and
When you
stuff.
said
So
that, I immediately started racking my brain for the most offensive thing I could say, and I'm
Of
coming
course
up
you
dry.
did.
I know that
Count.
comes real easy to you, but I need you to calm down. I've learned more slurs from you than anybody else in the world.
We know you're a war criminal. You don't need to reestablish the fact.
Yeah. I'm scared that if we ever go to like a restaurant or something, I'm just gonna have to preliminary warn people, going like, hey, look, like she might say some stuff because she probably doesn't like you.
No! No!
Sorry, Froggy.
Yeah.
This is the way of the world now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you did to yourself. You should have shut your mouth. Like,
You chose this, Froggy.
yeah.
I know-
A little joke? In
Froggy,
this day
us
and age?
taking you out to eat and then you not being satisfied with the service and waiting in the parking lot for the server to come out to their car is not a little joke.
Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it.
Froggy, if it was one little funny joke, why did you do it every single fucking time?
Yeah, with vitriol and anger. Like immediately you started posting to Facebook after the encounter, and you all
Yeah.
made lies.
The reason why Soren wants Easy to finally leave it in is to keep proof that this is actually happening.
Yeah, whenever people come in going, Zoran, that 9/11 joke was a little bit too harsh, and I'm like, yeah, I learned it from her. Like, she's a Canadian. She thinks she has a safety card, you know? Like,
You're gonna put me on a fucking list! No!
you should have seen my
I
buddy.
wonder if that blast can melt steel beams.
I have a good friend of mine who's Russian. Speaking of putting people on the list, he's super awesome. He does cybersecurity for like various companies and even the government and stuff. Like if he wanted, like if he was a Russian ball, he would have figured it out by now. But whenever we were brewmating and stuff, and I would send him payment for all the rent and stuff because he just had everything centralized in his name. Every single time I would send him payments, through the banking app, I could leave a note for what it is. So for easy tracking, I put nuclear bomb research, AK-47 ammo, like balaclavs, like like I just put every terrible stereotype that we would joke about with each other because he loved
blue and white striped shirts.
Oh, dude, me and him joked about it all the time. So eventually he just came up to me and go like, "Hey Zoran, this is really fucking funny. Like, this is phenomenal, but I need you to stop because I still do not have my citizenship yet." I'm like, "Oh shit." Like, if they look into this, it's going to be a problem. And I'm like, "Okay, I'll stop."
Oh my god!
And so for my last one, I did a little nuclear research as a treat. And he's like, "Fucking stop." We're like, "This is the last one." It's the last one, I swear.
Oh my god, Zoran, what the fuck? Dude, I got my
people fucking
passport.
banging on his door, I swear.
I'm so scared. I just got my passport just this past week, and I'm like excited to come into America, but then at the same time, I don't know what list I'm on thanks to Zoran just like saying shit
Yes.
about me all over the place, and I'm gonna get to the border and they're gonna
It's
check
okay.
me and they're not gonna let me in.
I'll
You're
tell them I trained
perfectly
you.
fine. They still let me through borders.
And you're the one who lights cars on fire, so that works great for me. What?
We're not getting into that.
What are you, Irish?
All right, so for context with that, all right, let me.
No. It's better if they don't know. It's better if they don't know.
I want them to know because it's very sweet, but it's also like they're fucking crazy. All right, so
I
for
love
those who
it.
don't
I
know,
love it.
I have a wife of like, we're coming up on 13 years, right? And so we were like sitting like cuddling and flirting the other day, and she's like, but like when it's like, "Oh, you're flirty," she's like, "I love you so much," because she's very Slavic. She is from Poland. She's like, "All the other girls, I will kill them with my Kalishnikov," and I'm just like, "That's sweet, babe." And she's like, "You're jealous of me?" I'm like, "Sure." She's like, how jealous?" And I'm just like, she's like, "What if there are other boys?" I'm just like, "I'll lock him in his car and I'll set it on fire and watch it burn." And she's like, "Oh,
So
that's
romantic.
so sweet."
It's perfect.
No, we call that, Cab.
What?
The old Irish special.
Oh my god.
No, that's a car bomb.
Oh my god. That's Froggy. You're not the only one who's gonna get in trouble today.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of
The British government wants to know my location.
speaking of car bombs, welcome everybody to this exciting episode of Rotgoons.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, my knees!
Ah, yes, your kneecaps are now
My
forever
car!
gone.
Oh man.
That's the closest thing I have to explosion.
Hi everyone to another episode of Rotgoons. I'd like to introduce you to the amazing players today, starting off with Minerva.
Hello, everyone. My name is Minerva, aka Party Demon S. I am a full-time streamer, full-time artist, full-time problem. Would love to see you over in my neck of the woods. Mwah. I play Great Crocus. I am a silly little mole lady.
And of course, next up we have one of our caffeinated cult leaders, Cabal.
Don't go to the woods. Don't go to the woods. Don't go to the woods. Oh, my name is Cabal. I'm your favorite frightening caffeinated cult leader and hooded horror host here on the terrifying, petrifying purple platform that is twitch.tv. And I am currently playing Tellem Shabura, the sparkling targe ghost magus.
And of course, we have our local person on a flight list, Froggy Lock.
Hi, I'm Froggy Lock, and I will not be coming to your country anytime soon. I am a professional artist and a variety streamer here on Twitch, but you can find me on all sorts of other social media platforms under the exact same Froggy Lock handle. That's not important. What is important is today I will be playing Beetlezebub, the level 8 kobold investigator.
Yeah, I forgot I'm level 8 too.
That was CIA's most wanted, but of course the agent who's going to take her down is SaltyJub.
Hold on.
Yeah,
She
sure.
didn't go Nice.
Hi, I'm SaltyJub. I'm a fun little Swedish VTuber. You can find me on Twitch at SaltyJub and on Twitter at SaltyJub. I draw all the funnies that you see in these funny hee-hoo-hoos. Oh, well, at least a few of them. And have you thought about the fact that since we are talking across Discord, we have been literally phoning it in since day one?
Fuck off! Fuck off!
Hey.
I play hard. He's a big lad who is level 8, and he has spent 4 of those levels in the ability to create rocks, and 4 of those levels into creating wood.
We don't even need to wear pants to do this. Really, man,
I've never been to no
luxury.
pants
None of
gang
our
since day
characters
one.
wear pants.
That's right,
Go off,
That's
Kiwi.
right, Kiwi. I'm Zoran. I'm your game master for this evening. And I'm going to be leading people to this episode of Rotgoons. Of course, quick news things. If Easy left the whole fun intro thing that we did at the beginning, just to kind of reiterate in case things get cut around, this is the episode before last for Rotgoons. We're almost done. We are almost out of here.
It's true.
So today will be a slightly shorter episode as we try to like preamble things, get things ready, but we get the blah, 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 blah. But I want to chill out with all of you guys, and let's
When you
go ahead and
verbally
establish some
juke
things.
the FBI agent listening to the call.
Sometimes I like to say good night to my webcam just to make sure he doesn't feel lonely.
I'm sure he appreciates it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he has to watch my ass the entire time, so.
Oh, but what an ass to watch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Kiwi.
Yeah. What
Sorry about
slurs
him.
does the
He's a-
bird say today?
No, he's just excited. I'm sorry, it's my bad. He's just
What's
excited.
he excited about?
It's his favorite day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is he excited for the big day? Big day.
He's excited for the big day. The big day. He's gonna scream all session.
He's gonna scream
no.
all day, all day.
God damn it.
I hear that, Kiwi.
He knows. He knows.
He knows.
Speaking of Froggy's Dictionary of Slurs, what happened last time on Rotgoons?
What?
That bit's getting old now. We're moving on.
Now it's getting old.
I mean, we
Oh,
have
okay,
to
I'm
refresh. We
sorry.
have to refresh it because it's funny every other day.
Soren, it's been over a year.
Oh God.
Soren, it's been over a year.
Have you been a
Every
racist for a
day.
year?
It's
Soren.
Oh my god!
Has it been like way before that? Didn't you like grow up with it?
Oh my god!
Soren, I'm dead. I'm actually phoning. This is recorded. I'm recorded.
It was so funny whenever you're in the Discord, girl, like Jack kept calling me fucking racist the entire time. I'm like, I'm so glad it just stuck.
You
Oh my
have
God.
no idea.
Sabotaged.
It's their favorite fucking thing, and I hate it so much because someone who doesn't know me is gonna come in and be like, "Oh my god."
We, like me and Zoran, were in a collab with Bricky and Matara the other day, and we were talking about you, and it was like probably one of the greatest experiences we've had with Froggy is where like the Froggy says slurs jokes,
No.
or like Froggy's bird is racist jokes, bridged the gap, and Mouse started talking about it on stream, and we're just losing our shit because it's like the culmination of a bit coming together.
Yes.
I've never been more miserable in my life. It's true. Even Mouse was like, her bird is so racist. And I was like,
I'm starting to. I like ever so often because I know we joke about like, oh, joke, like Zoran steals jokes and Froggy still jokes and stuff.
yeah.
I find it really funny because whenever they start doing the things like you know, every so often I kind of do to like, oh, like runners dude or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I start noticing other VTubers start doing it. I'm like, I wonder how that trail went.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you
Like, I wonder how that got infected.
Making the rounds.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't mine. That was a meme way before me. But the cry like that.
They know that's
You
what I was talking about. but-
infected me.
Dude, I've seen that get infected to other people as well, and I sit there going, they don't know why that's funny. They don't know why that's the funniest thing just to randomly pull out. The story behind that is really good.
You want to know the name of that? Like the
Yeah,
thing that happens?
The lore. Say yeah, the lore. What's
It's
the
called
lore?
it's called a micro accent.
What?
The
thought it
Micro
was-
accent.
I thought it was echolalia, where everyone just
Yo, no,
echoes
I
the
thought it was
words
called
and
micro
part of
noises.
it. But when we form an entire new way of speaking, where words and like
Ugh.
certain things get a new type of meaning based only within one group of people, and onlookers from outside goes, "What the fuck?" Like when we call Froggy racist.
Ah, yes, okay.
Hey,
So Zoran, what
a
do you got
cultural
for us
phenomenon.
today?
Yeah.
I want to start making a drive that I just want a book of uh-ohs of all the clips. We'll just make a documented thing of it. But of course,
Is it just an inside joke? No, it's not inside anymore. That shit
Nah.
breached containment.
no, we tried to keep it in a little bit, but it was too strong. It was too funny. It's like obviously any smart person will know like that we're joking and it's making light of things. But of course, we do understand like if anyone ever comes up and it's like, oh my god, this person fucking like we'll all come out of the woodwork and be like, you're stupid as hell.
Of course.
Like
It's
you don't know
true.
what the hell you're talking about, and we'll all jump at that person.
But see, it would be kind of funny if you took a clip of Froggy from Rotgoons out of context, where she says that she's gonna shoot that guy, and then you bleep a few parts of when she's.
No!
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No!
I'm
No!
just saying.
No!
I'm
No!
just
No! 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 No!
We just have to do that punishment thing of whenever someone speaks, we'll stare at them and say nothing.
Oh no.
That's actually like that's like a terroristic threat. What you just said.
Hey, chat, you want to lose a friend? Here's what you
That's
do.
a surefire way to give all four of us a fucking anxiety attack.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
horrendous.
true.
It's the worst thing you've ever said.
Here's the
to
worst
me.
thing you do to someone. Just as you're talking in a group, pick one person, but have everyone else agree that every single time that person talks, you shut up and stare at them. You stare at them for a good minute in unison, and they'll just look around. Do not ever talk to them or reply to them. Just stare at them, wait for them to stop talking, then go back as if everything was normal.
That's how you get me to never come outside again.
I accidentally muted myself in Discord the other night when I was part of a call with some other folks, and I was trying to contribute to the conversation. And I would say something, and nobody would respond, and the conversation would just carry on. And it physically, like, caused me chest pain.
That
And then I realized I was
wasn't that-
muted, and I'm just
wasn't
like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Wasn't that the Kingmaker session?
No, it's happened multiple times since then.
Oh my God, buddy, buddy.
Speaking of which, you can follow us on the Patreon to watch the Kingmaker campaign. We
Oh
can't
yeah,
just
hey
shit like
Zoran, what's that Patreon link?
Yeah, patreon.com/narrative declaration. And speaking of being Satan, last time on Rotgoons, you guys were traveling forward through some of the through the underground caverns under the city of Outset. The Rotgoons have traveled far and wide.
Emphasis on wide.
Switch things up a little bit.
My ghostly dump truck.
Your spectral derriere.
Of Talim's big ghost Stumpy, helping illuminate the way.
That's why I can't find ghost pants.
The Rotgoons have been through so much. From humble beginnings of simply just trying to find enough gold to get by, to now being intertwined in conspiracy theories and events out of their control. They were sent down, further down into these unknown caverns under the city of Outset, or less fell, due to an unfortunate house falling through the floor incident. They journeyed through, to see multiple creatures who live inside, little mushroom people, even fairies they even encountered. And they also met multiple rock creatures who have now been bursting through the caverns below. But after going through intertwining caves, reuniting with some of their old companions from the surface who've hidden themselves down here and trying to find a meetup point with an Amari resident to try to find a new way out, potentially being teleported or maybe shipped away on an airship to safety. After reuniting with everybody, the Rotgoons finally have a chance of respite to rest up, find birds on the ground,
Sorry.
and catch up with their old friends. I like how I put on this music to where it's like, oh, let's get some background music, and this fun tier music's like, they're running to the fucking caves.
They are in danger at all times.
It's always the danger with doing this stuff live, because you're like, oh man, this music sounds like it's going to be nice, and you know it'll kind of smooth in there, and then it's like, oh, this is way faster than I thought.
It starts nice and slow.
Starts a chase scene.
And then it just.
It's like,
The
oh
rune
god.
sandstorm is approaching.
It's headed right towards us.
So the goons, at this point, you find yourself in a sort of a crossway. You traveled with your companions through the caves, and you know that all of your companions, you know, Mama, them. Oh God, green screen. Someone's thing exploded.
It was me. My graphics driver just crashed.
Oh, okay.
No!
Well, we'll wait. Hey, Easy, cut this out.
Easy, please cut this out. I'm so sorry. Holy crap. Oh yeah, all my fucking monitors
Yeah.
just flickered. It was definitely me.
It's okay.
No,
Oh,
it's
go,
shit.
go take your time. Go ahead and yeah.
Notable bit though for everyone who is watching, this is a green screen opportunity, meaning you can take Gray and put her anywhere.
Please take Grandma on a journey. Oh my God.
God, what is it? No, it goes green screen. It's just
To help
the
you out,
Gray
Froggy,
gets thrown
one
into the
second.
shooting stars meme.
Okay, I'm back. I set it up again. I'm
Okay.
back. Whew. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness gracious.
So coming back, goons, you see your friends kind of taking some respite in this kind of like open more area instead of some of the caves. You've been traveling for a while at this point. So if you need to regain any hit points, if you do anything passively, you've been traveling for about an hour.
Yay,
Right.
hit point.
They set up a temporary camp, just trying to sit down and rest their weary bones. You see Mama, Thelma, and Helma. You know, the Almas whose tavern has been terribly uprooted up on the surface. Hollick, who moved in with you guys after you've helped him into the sewers long ago, like at this point, like nearly a year in our time. But
I can't believe Hart lost Hollick's horses.
yeah, he still remembers.
Jeez.
Still remembers that slime, but Hollick is.
It's not too late for us to.
I
It's not
remember
too late for us to go find them, right? I mean,
I remember the moment more fondly, but that might just be me.
I had good memories about it. I'm sorry they have bad ones. That's their problem.
Yeah, good memories, like when Hollick and Tellem flirted way too much.
That
And it
was
was like-
something that happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like money.
Yeah.
And the other person went,
We weren't flirting.
Money.
It was an academic discussion about subjects we're passionate about.
so why
It's
why were you
different.
wiggling your legs on top of your bed, talking to them over the phone and twirling the cord?
We're in medieval fantasy. We don't have phones.
oh.
Anyway,
Speaking of
This is why we should play Starfinder.
speaking of kicking their legs and twirling their hair,
Yeah.
you see that Cassie, the fairy that Tellem has bound to your potato mancer, seems to be
and
quite
Tomato Mancer now.
yeah, and tomato mancer. Good old Greg.
He's growing up.
You see, Cassie seems quite happy with the arrangement. This music got way too intense. I just noticed, I'm like, is it still going? It is. That's what happens.
Hilariously, the music for me has just stopped entirely.
Yeah, I can't hear the music at all.
I had another thing going. I'm fucking all this up. I'm tired as hell. I was up all night. We'll just edit that out. Cassie. But you see, Cassie has been quite happy with her arrangement with the Potato Mancer. You know.
What do you mean by that?
Giggling and talking as Greg is very sheepish and nervous about things, but still holding a conversation with Cassie. You see Brug also off to the side to the south, holding a kitten with orange hair, just playing with her and making sure she's fed. And of course, you see the Delvers that you helped before, talking to Vina, who you knew as a waitress up in the Almas, but still in her full Delver's garb. And so that is a scene that's before you in this kind of like orbital, like kind of orb-like cavern opening. What do you guys want to do?
I hate to poach off of them, but we should probably tell them that we're heading to the gate and maybe see if they have any supplies they could spare, since we don't know what waits beyond that.
Oh, yeah. Uncountable inhuman horrors.
Beetle just turns, front faces, heart, stares with both eyes.
You look like an eagle in the front, just goofy as shit. Like.
Yeah, yes.
Just wall-eyed.
Yeah.
The moment Beetle becomes serious, like front faces you, the eyes just like creak forward to stare ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, what about it?
Anyway, what do you guys think?
I think that's a good idea. If anything, it also lets us set up a few things. If anything, like, you know, safety routes.
Contingency
What
plans.
happens. Yeah. Like, what if Beetle gets shot again? I don't
Let's
want
hope-
that to happen.
Yeah,
I
me
would
neither.
also like that to not happen.
Yeah. It would be kind of weird to mummify you again.
Again? You mummified me the first time?
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you that. That was pretty funny.
What?
People also tried to buy you from us.
Yeah, like one person wanted to buy you as a snack.
We also had to take shelter for our criminal activities.
Yeah.
During that time, we had to engage in staying in a safe house for about a week, so we got to spend time with their body.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you were like just gonna be left there, like just as a body in a little crate, buddy, I'm gonna be honest with you.
We did put him in a milk crate, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We're like a little shrine, like a little mummy shrine. It was great.
Any reason you guys waited to tell me all this until right now?
Because
didn't
you
come
were
up.
so cute. Like, you
did
were
the
really
dash.
cute in it.
What?
It also just didn't come up.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. Anyway, no, please don't mummify me, thanks. That'd be great.
Yeah. You have
In
my
our
consent to mummify
defense-
me.
In our defense, when your remains were delivered to your mother, it did make sure that they were fresh.
And mummified.
Well, yeah, but you smell like cinnamon and stuff instead of, rotten.
Presentation.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome, buddy.
This is really comforting.
Tellem just gives like a thumbs up, like a genuine thumbs up, like I got you.
Yeah.
This might be the last time we get to see any of these folks. We should at least check in on them.
I'd prefer you didn't say that, but yeah.
I am not going to sugarcoat things, Beetle. I don't know what there's going to be. And I'm old. I've seen a lot of shit.
Look at it this way. Beetle, that entire experience with you dying and us having to handle your remains, I also learned a spell that I could use to preserve a body as well. So we could just use magic this time.
Oh! Okay, or you could just, like, cremate me.
Did we have access to fire?
I mean, I can make fire. I don't know, like...
I know what you have to get. It has to get really hot to burn
Yeah,
bones.
it has to get, like, really hot.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have
really
to, like...
fucking hot.
Like, we'd have to, like,
without
just
the-
take him and throw him in a forge at that point.
Yeah, and if you think about it like this, Beetle, your entire body won't actually burn. Like there will
Actually-
be some ash left there.
Look
I
at that-
wonder...
Yeah.
That's how cremation works. I'm just listen. I don't want. My biggest fear is that you mummify me and I end up in some antique shop later down the line, and then I just become a strange thing in a museum.
Maybe
Well-
you become like a sanctified object.
Yeah, like a taxidermized.
Speaking
Messed up.
of the remains of the dead remains of friends becoming objects, think about it. So if Beetle dies again, yes,
Yeah.
and we were to mummify him,
Yeah.
part of the process is draining off the bodily fluids, right, including the blood.
Yeah.
Blood?
Yeah.
Has iron in it.
Yeah.
Could we forge a beetle sword?
We could probably forge a beetle sword.
If they
What's
turn
the shape
you
of
into
beetle?
a mummy, please make sure they drain me out first. I don't want to be
Yeah.
stuck in you.
No, don't worry. I think that you would be forced out because the whole part of being a mummy is you get dried up. Sorry, Locke was just saying that they really don't want to be mummified and trapped inside me.
Speaking of which, since you seem to be going to imminent danger, I want to be deposited somewhere. Find one of
What?
those people over there that put me in a bottle.
Huh? You're leaving me? But
Yes.
we've been through so much. What? We've been
Yes.
through so
Zoran has become tired of the lock bit.
Well, we've been through so much together, and you've helped me through so many underwater encounters and encounters in
Yes,
the
I did
cave.
that for my survival to experience the ways of a solid. Now, it seems to me you, and meaning the solid, are going to imminent danger, which would mean your demise, which would also potentially lead to my demise. Now, I don't know what hokey shit you're planning to do, but I'm planning to go with a larger group of solids who plan to be leaving this gosh-forsaken area to where I could then see more things instead of caverns with no color and no variance.
The way you're talking, you don't think we're coming out of here?
I mean, I'm increasing my chances.
I thought we had something special.
No, we
You
didn't.
have something special, dude.
Not you, I'm talking to Locke.
You know, you're really going to have to in the future, like, specify this for, like, not just us, but, like, everyone around you.
Wait, I just started yapping, staring at the ground. I'm not talking to you anymore. Can't you tell by the eye contact?
You stink.
No, not really.
He looks at you. His eyes are not going in one direction.
As Beetle goes full chameleon mode, it's like, can't you tell because I'm not looking at you? It's like,
I never know what you're looking at. Is it that wall? Is it that wall? Like, are you
What
looking?
wall are you looking at?
Are you looking at Vina? Are you looking at the homos? Like, I can't tell.
Well, I think the Elmas or perhaps Holic would be good candidates to take you on.
Good. Hurry up.
You don't want to say goodbye first or anything like that?
Why would I?
Because we've been through so much. I thought we had something I'm like, I got brine dragon blood in me, so I'm like a brine dragon, and you're like water.
You were an excellent mule.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Locke wants to get out of here because Locke thinks we're gonna die. I'm excited to prove Locke wrong and then be reunited. If I live, you'll come back, right? Locke? Don't go quiet.
No.
I know you're still in there.
Beetle lies down on the floor.
Gray will lean over and pick up Beetle and then bring him over to Holic.
Beetle just lays on the floor.
Oh, hey friends.
Is he laughing? I don't understand.
Is he laughing or crying? We don't know. Hi, how can I help you? Holic says as you approach him. He seems to be busy with a cauldron, and he's mixing up several potions, you see.
Gray will hold up Beetle. Just like,
Oh.
here you go.
Beetle flops around like
Do
a
you need something to help with
Gary's
depression?
ragdoll.
Possibly. Hey, it's good to see you, Alec. So, there's a water elemental inside my body.
And he's a prick.
Well, I thought we had something special, but he thinks that we're going to die. Which actually, so to bring you up to speed, we think we know how to get rid of that gem that's been haunting us, but we have to go to some big, great, scary gate.
Personally, as a fellow non-solid entity, I found luck to be rather endearing.
I like luck. But yeah, so this water elemental doesn't want to come with us because it has no faith in us and thinks we're gonna die.
Oh, he sounds like he's a selfish bastard. It's okay. I can help facilitate bringing him away.
Oh, do you have like a sponge or something?
You have a sponge,
Oh,
sponge bottle.
I have this.
Shoves
And
a sponge in
he
Beetle's
shows like a syringe thing, and it has like a pump on it. And he's like, "Where's your ear?"
Right here.
And he turns his head to the side, and there's like a microscopic little hole in one of those weird like finger pad ears.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, please stay still. This might tingle a little bit, Beetle.
Can you
Like,
not
if-
talk? Can you not say the word tingle and also like gyrate your voice slightly like that? I don't like it.
As for the first time, Tellem notices like the microscopic opening that is Beetle's ear. Like he puts a finger like to the chin underneath his scale mail veil, and he's like, explains the hard of hearing.
I can't believe Beetle is showing hole on stream.
He is. For the second last one, it's time to bear all before we get banned.
All of a sudden, you find out we have rot fans just. Or only rot. It's a new sexual poster line.
Oh,
All right. Holly comes over with the syringe.
Don't
He
forget to buy our
goes,
sexy fireman calendar.
That's right. That's right.
It's only people on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holly comes over with the syringe and basically begins to extract out Locke. And you see that the syringe begins to glow with sort of like a blue hue to it. And as he takes it out, he takes a vial and deposits Locke inside of it. You'll see.
Cries.
You'll see like the kind of bottle or so, and he kind of shakes it a little bit and goes, I see. You have quite a lively one. I'm sorry for your breakup.
Don't call it that.
It's like, it's okay. He puts a little cork on top of it.
I thought he threw it in with like one of those bank tubes.
It's like, I will take, he looks at it, very good care of him.
He's gonna make Locke into a potion. What the?
He's gonna do
stows-
something terrible.
He stows Locke away. Also, I've made soup.
You
Here,
have?
have some. And you'll see that Holic will, from not his alchemy cauldron pot, but from a little area fire they've been dealing with, he'll give you all a bowl of soup.
Thank
dude.
you.
At this point,
Cooked food.
you are resting and chilling out. So
Yeah.
if you need to heal yourself to full, now is the time because you'll be resting and everything. Along with your
big
spell
slurp,
slots.
slurp.
Dude, last time we had food that was like solid, it was filled with trauma.
Oh, that sounds
it
terrible,
was.
huh?
Yeah.
You seem all to have gone through quite so much.
Yeah, it's why we kind of want to get rid of the thing, the talisman, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like when we were above the ground, it was fine, like not gonna lie, the visions were there and like supposedly stronger for some of us, but like after we came back from the dead, and as long as we've been down here, I think we could have gotten out of here multiple times if it weren't for that thing. That thing has literally led us to weird paths that do not exist.
It has fucked us raw.
Yeah.
Salim is like flipping like a ghostly
Oh.
coin between his fingers, and he's like, it's not that bad. Like, I could probably take like another century or two.
Before you go absolutely bonkers insane, I'm at my limit.
Look, as a ghost, it's going to happen eventually.
You're longer lived.
It's already happened. Look at you.
And
You're
what are you
longer
talking about? I'm
unlived than I.
completely sane.
Cocks a brow, leans in.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Continues flipping coin between fingers.
Gray is being incredibly messy with her soup, by the way. It's just like dribbling down her face.
Like Beauty and the
dog
Beast.
just yeah. She's just like
It's the you made me think of like the kittens, where it's like, you hungry little guy, and it's like the kid whose face is just smeared with food. It's like,
Yeah.
it's those kittens that have like their face in the milk. They're just like
If you want the direct one, Shad, it's Beast from Disney's Beauty and the Beast when he eats porridge.
you eat soup like the beast eat porridge.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Listen, it's been a hot minute since they've had anything that wasn't
That's true. Wait.
trauma solid.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms. That's
It's
how
okay.
far back it
Oh my God.
was.
It's
All they fucking eating is mushrooms.
It's a lovely potato soup, thanks to
Oh.
Greg back there.
Oh,
And Greg's like, does Greg notice when he's mentioned by Holic?
You see Greg kind of like, he's been looking over and seeing you guys enjoy the potatoes. You can tell there's a slight sense of pride in him.
Talim gives him like a thumbs up, like, good job.
Heart also gives him a thumbs up.
+1 relationship status. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Beetle. Here, have a potato. He just gives you a whole ass fucking potato.
It's just a full russet potato.
Yeah, so last time we tried to cook anything, a weird creature made entirely of hands and mouths just appeared and started talking to us. So I don't know. Like, he'd been doing that for a bit. So we have been like living off of, and Hart just creates like, once again, like a bundle of grapes in his hand.
yeah.
That sounds absolutely terrible. We've definitely run into our fair share of creepy crawlies, but nothing to the severity that you all have been experiencing.
Yeah, I can't really get nourishment from it, so I started doing this, and he picks up a rock and eats it.
Oh,
Mention of like the trauma food and like, the last time we cooked something that Talim like claps his hands together and he's like, and he like looks across from Holic at Hart and he's like, Hart,
Yeah?
we never tried to cook the mimic.
Hart's eyes well up past his hair, and he has this moment of absolute loss. He will never have this opportunity again.
Like to leave us like he's got the heads in his head in his hands like, not like this. It's like, we missed out on such an opportunity. It's so many ingredients we could have harvested.
Hart's
We
shoulders
could have
slouch.
sold them for so much.
Hart's shoulders slouch and go, that was probably just the mouth. The entire body could probably have been like further down. Like, it could have been an entire thing. Like, imagine the amount of jerky.
Beetle's just like slurping audibly on the soup. and just
Imagine how many
slowly
other
pivots.
adventurers it had eaten. All of the things that it had eaten.
Yeah, like,
Oh!
from what I know, a mimic just keeps the stuff inside. It could all have been there.
Oh no. All of that loot, all of that money you just missed out on. How awful.
The meat, though. I even threw down a pineapple that is the size of an elephant. That thing could have been marinated by the time we got down there. That would be awesome.
Well, look at it this way. The gate that we're going to might just be another mimic.
I suddenly agree. This has been a horrible time.
Greek guy just quirks a brow looking at him like that's what gets you.
That killed him. That killed it.
Again.
Well, I'm glad we can at least be reunited. Is there a fucking bird somewhere? Like,
Oh yeah, man. Like, there's been a bird like somewhere far in the distance at all
That's the
times.
worst part. That's the worst part. It won't go away.
I think you have a bird hunting you down, actually.
I
You know-
think so.
I have a theory since just a few minutes ago, like maybe an hour, 2 hours ago, we started meeting spiders that made like chirping noises. I think it's a spider.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna shit.
Yeah.
Zoran, I have a request.
Yes.
After we wrap up Rotgoons, if we ever come back to this campaign, for the love of God, I need Beetle to be kidnapped by a rock at one point.
Oh, what?
Rock. Like a mythical gigantic bird.
Oh
ROC.
my god!
Yeah.
Excuse me?
If-
Hold on.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I already get kidnapped by a mythical bird every day. I don't need that. No.
If we,
Wait.
if you guys want to continue playing far in the future, I will make it happen.
No.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Talina
Hell
can be
yeah.
Sinbad.
I can't wait for us to play Pirates of Dark Water.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So while they're all eating their food and stuff, and Grace's going to set down her bowl and she's going to pick herself up. She's going to pat on over to Brug.
He looks to you. He's like, "Oh hey."
She's going to kind of sit herself down and look at him and his little girl, his cute little cat girl. And she's going to hand over something that she's had in her inventory for a hot minute, and it is the rhythm bone. She's going to hand this over to him.
Oh my
She's
god.
going to say, "This is good to write over. You can record any noise you want on it. I suggest," and she'll point to his daughter, and she'll go, "Keep her laughter as close to your heart as you can."
You see, Brug will nod, and he'll take the bone from you. And he
I
was
think-
like, he won't say any other words, but except just the nod, as if like, parent to parent.
I'm gonna cry. What the fuck?
You're doing good. It's gonna get hard. It's never going to be easy. But I think you got this.
It never has been, but it's what I signed up for, and regardless of the hardships, you see the cat will go beep. Just mew and punctuation is I'd rather suffer in this life than be comfortable in a life without her.
Keep that keep that
He's
close
such
to
a
you.
dad.
And I don't know if she'll be making herself known, but I have a daughter. If you see her around, she has a little cub herself. I never got to know its name. But her name is Morla. Cub's about your daughter's age. Maybe one day they'll get to play together.
You want to bring a message?
Yeah. You know what? I think I do. I'm sorry. I couldn't be the mom she deserved. I'm sorry, and I love her very much.
Brug nods and goes,
Thank you.
He goes, "I'll make sure he gets to her."
Thank you.
I'm gonna cry. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell, man? What the fuck?
He offers Thalia to you. And you're like, would you like to hold her?
Yeah,
I think
For a
it's
little
time that she formally meets her saviors.
she'll take Thalia in her hands and just kind of scritch under her chin and behind her ears, and right at that sweet little spot where the fur starts to fade, right before it touches
Yeah.
the ears. Right there, perfectly, because oh my god, both my cats love that way too much.
And Gray's more closely related to cats than dogs. She knows.
Correct.
Obviously,
She's having a moment over there.
Yeah, the kid's having a good time. You're having a bonding moment. To check on Hart and Tellem, as I assume Beetle is scarfing down soup and potatoes.
Morning Lock crying into his soup. It makes it taste better. A little bit more salt.
What are you guys doing?
You go first, Cap.
Okay. So Tellem actually will step over to the Elmos because, like, is like much as everybody else is around, like Cassie is carrying on a conversation with Greg, and like the Delvers are all together, and Tellem has always kind of gotten along with the Elmos being, like elder magical creatures, as they all are. And so Tellem like floats over. He's like, so with the tavern, well, basically going up in flames with the rest of the city. What are the plans after you all get out of here?
Oh, we're just going to relocate, find another new place to do things with. I mean, it's easy to travel it once it was under siege, and you see that she'll take out a little bottle and ting, like a ship in a bottle.
Yeah.
Now it's a tavern in a bottle. Just ting, ting, ting. And she kind of
Tellem
stows
like
it back.
looks at it like he's got like wonder in his eyes. He's like, now that is a convenient artifact.
It's good to be prepared, young man. It's good to be prepared.
Tellem will like pull out like his like little notebook and like a piece of like ghostly, I don't know, like pencil or charcoal or whatever. It screws on it. It's like a building in a bottle. That is something maybe I should look into more. That is very interesting to be able to keep your place and all of your facilities with you on the go. Like that is clever. It's like, how long did it take you to develop that?
Oh, really? Don't ask an old lady her spells.
Tellem like raises up both hands. He's like, fair, but curiosity got the better of me, and well, I'm not a cat, but I am already dead. So.
One day you too may find a couple spells, Some of them can summon a castle on a whim. There's some wizards we've encountered in the past who would just get very scared after a little confrontation and immediately build an entire fort out of nothing.
Now that would be convenient. Imagine being able to sell that to like lords out in the far reaches looking to settle areas. Now that's a business venture.
It's like maybe something you can get into, dear.
Maybe.
You're an accomplished mage yourself, even though a little bit unorthodox from ones that we've seen. You're quite capable in spellcasting yourself, Tellem.
The Quanshiri arts of the sword and magic are strange, some would say. It definitely helps with more, unconventional weapons. And he like pats the whip sword at his side. It's like it's not something geared for regular use, but with a little bit of magic, does the job very well.
Of course, our plans, and you see they're kind of like, sidelocked to each other because they've been, just talking amongst each other. Our plans is simply just relocate somewhere in Amari. We've enjoyed the city of Outset for many years and had a lot of interesting clientele, but I think we would love more nature. And we here at Amari is quite an interesting place. So we figured the trip and the relocation from everything going really weird would be a nice change of pace, away from the chaos. Maybe like a business vacation, really.
That is definitely a prospect. I've also been looking at it as well since coming into contact with the Amarans. Like, have you heard anything about their lands? Of course, the people themselves are interesting in the approach that they take to life after death, but the land itself I know nothing about.
No, it's a quite a weird place, dearie. Good Lord would tell us a couple other things, but the last time we were there was how could I summarize it? There's pockets of light in that land of shadow. It's definitely not a safe place, nor is really anything anymore, but it houses places of beauty. Large fields and amazing mountains. And there is, we understand, the learned ogre kingdoms over to the west side. Very interesting people. And then, of course, we have the very capitalistic mages over to the east side that we have to deal with. If we want to deal with them.
Like leans in at the mention of capitalistic mages. He's like, really?
No, they'll sell your blood and barter it for the highest bidder, they will. They've gone very unorthodox, I've heard. But of course, with the various trades and stuff they get from the Southern Isles, they've been getting quite testy lately. They even trade with Outset whenever they can. But of course, the Kingdom of Dern is something that we'll probably settle in first. The Amarians, or the Atmari rather, are they're an interesting people. We're not quite sure we 100% trust them, really. We're not even quite sure why they've ever gone the efforts of even helping us out here, or even dealing with you. And she'll mention, at least she'll gotta wave her hand to your companion, seeing Gray, deal with Brug's daughter, Hart, eating soup with Holic, and Beetle just staring at you both.
Yeah, Beetle has meandered over, and he's just slurping audibly next to them.
Talim like leans in and kind of whispers conspiratorially. I'm like, that would make the both of us. Like, he's like, I'm not really sure what their motives are. It's suspicious to say the least.
You say you're looking at Amari?
Yes.
Talim like sits back and is like, yes, we were just talking about Amari and the lands themselves, the people there. And
That's my family's backup plan if things fall through here.
Talim, he's all excited about Amari and talking about these distant lands and things like that. And Beetle mentions that. It's his shoulders slump a little bit. He's like, oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were already on a ship halfway there. Once we finish up here, I'm definitely going to be heading that direction, I think.
Sounds like a narrative declaration to me. Gonna slide over a hero point going, hey, Game Master, we didn't really establish my family stuff. Could you save my family?
Hey, Game Master, this is my mafia family's out, right? Smile. Take my hero point. Take it. You can have it. I narratively declare.
I'm not going to steal your hero point.
Move to Admari.
You're not escaping my boys. You're not escaping my goblins.
If the Kobold Mafia moves to Admari,
yep.
and we revisit the campaign at a later date, we run into Beetle's family, and all they do is talk about the old country.
Oh,
They're the new
home.
big bads.
The old country and being very confused as to how Beetle came back from the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, look what you done to my boy.
Back in the old country.
Back in the old country.
Back at Outset, things were different there.
God.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be really good.
Oh
They're going to
God.
be the new BBG of our next campaign or something awful like that.
As soon as Beetle steps a foot in Atmari, he's gonna be like, I bet they don't cook maggots like at home.
What's the Kobold supposed to get a good pasta around here?
I think you're
Everybody
quiet.
does it wrong.
By pasta, I mean a bowl full of centipedes.
I think you would quite enjoy Amari, Beetle, along with your family.
Oh, yeah.
You might even potentially get along with some of the fairy folk and dwarves near the mountains.
There are fairies in Amari?
Yes,
Dwarves, you say?
all sorts of creatures and various ancestries live in Amari. It's a very dangerous place, but Kingdom of Dern would be a good starting point for us, so I feel something secure. The Conservancy is very, militaristic in their ways. So, as long as we stay on their good side, I think we'll be fine and not intermingle with the way they do things.
I like fae folk.
Was that all he absorbed? Yes.
And
That makes sense.
there was a forest north of the kingdom that they have to deal with ever so often. It's a lovely place. If you're very nice and you bring them treats, they'll treat you the tea and try not to do anything terrible to you. You have to stay on their good side. But of course, cross them and, several of your children down the line will be transformed into frogs.
Incredible!
No, you know what? Kobolds have lots of kids. We can spare them.
Capitalistic mages, the dwarven folk in the mountains, a land of light and dark, adventure and danger abound. Sounds like a place to make quite a tidy profit.
Yeah, we just gotta survive down here.
Speaking of which, are you sure you don't want to try to come with us? I mean, they might find a different way to deal with that talisman of yours.
So he folds his arms and he's like, as much as I am inclined to write it off as a bit of an inconvenience.
Right
the
as soon as you
others
say that, you're looking at her, but in the background, you just see the talisman just propped up on the rock, but the gem is very
Christ.
bright and just as if it was looking right at you.
Salim stares back at it and he's just like, as much as I would be willing to write it off as a bit of an inconvenience, the others are less inclined, and it seems that we are bound in some pact by it. And you'll never want uncertainties while you're doing business.
Indeed, it seems this might be our best shot at getting rid of it and finally being free. I'm so tired of hallucinating.
Beetle, to your right, there's another beetle going, yeah.
Beetle jumps, screams, spills a bunch of potato soup. Oh no! Bends down, starts picking up the lumps of potatoes and eating them.
Leans down, starts licking the stone fork.
Yeah, yep.
So all you guys have been talking to Helma's heart. You've been right by Holic, or what else would you like to be doing?
No, he's right by Holic and he eats his soup. And when the discussions are happening, Hart will look around and see that he's alone with Holic, and then he looks at this elven man and he nudges him with his big ass hand.
Can't believe you just pushed Holic over.
Holic fucking dies, explodes. Holic looks over to your heart and yes. Oh, here's more soup. And he just fills up your bowl with chunkier chunks of potato.
Oh, thanks. Super nice of you.
Super
you
nice.
are.
Shut the fuck up.
Kill you!
Thank you for picking that up, Froggy. No one else laughed. Hart.
Why my friends like this?
Hart smiles a bit nervously. You still be nice to me, even if I did horrible things to things you cared for.
Horse closure? Horse closure?
And so Holic, I don't know if you knew this already, but Hart has no memory of Holic actually being the person who went up and spoke to him and Gray after Hart literally transformed into a big mass of arms and teeth. So Holic, I'm not a human.
I knew that.
Hart stares at him like, what?
How?
I think it was very obvious, Hart.
Okay. So the truth is that I'm my father's creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone is their, parents' creation. I had a purpose, and that purpose was to be as weak as possible so that I could maybe grow into being more purposeful. I don't really know. I just know that my purpose was to be the weakest thing that he had ever made. And I tried to grow, right? Right? He smiles a little bit nervously. And one of the things that I typically have done to do so is to learn from other people. And I never knew why you try to fix the things that you have destroyed, mainly because I don't see the reason why. Why just not go on? Why not just make new things? Stuff like that. That's a part of, I guess, my nature, but I've learned from other people. He looks at, like over his shoulder and then across to the 3 companions that he had been traveling with. And I stumbled across a distant family member, I would say, and now I get to carry some of their legacy as well. And with that, I don't have their powers, I have my own. And trees have been really mean to us historically. So I wanted to learn how to destroy them as much as possible. But historically it's been trees that also ended up putting us in situations like, Tellem being consumed by the Walking Dead and things like that. I also thought that after I learned about it, how to do it, maybe I could try to not make it up to you, but with how everything is going, try to make amends for what I did. It's weird for me. It's not natural for me. But Hart holds out his hand, and in his hand, since I can replicate any plant that I've ever seen, is a very big sunflower seed.
No. Oh. Thank you, Hart. You see, Holic will take the sunflower. And he goes, you still don't. You didn't have to, Hart, but I do accept the apology.
Yeah, I wanted to.
But
it's
consider
it's no longer a
yourself
matter of that.
not weak, Hart. You see, a lot of brutes exist inside of this world. Some of them think strength comes from how much they can lift and shove and eviscerate.
Yeah, like me. He smiles a bit proudly.
But Hart,
Buddy!
your strength does not come from that. You are strong and powerful, but your true strength comes from your heart. And he pats the side of your chest there. You were able to establish friends when potentially some of your others were loners or not even able to form a friendship. Just from your radiant personality and your drive to protect others is a powerful thing, Hart. Way more valuable in this type of world than just power itself. You're far stronger that way, heart.
If Clay can blush, he would.
Now enjoy your soup.
Thanks. He eats the soup.
Oh, num num num, soup time.
It's the Popeye callback. It's the Popeye callback. He eats the potato soup and it becomes super strong.
I can't believe Hart now has a 63 strength.
So with that, would anybody else like to do anything else?
Tellem is engrossed in a conversation with the Elmas about like Admari and like future prospects and what they know about the region. Like he's zoned in as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they tell you more and more about it. And like they tell you about the fairies, the dwarves, and the conservancy or the conservants and stuff, and pretty much in how that kingdom is. And they tell you about like, you know, there's a hidden city, you know, somewhere that people have found of legend, and you know, there's
Is it a golden city?
Oh shit!
I played this expansion.
Oh shit!
Definitely
This is-
not.
I can't wait for Tellem to get a Starfinder gun.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, shut up!
Sorry, the Froggy, you were trying to interject.
Oh, well, Beetle is going to interject himself while they're talking, and
Hey,
actually, and he tugs on one of the Elma's skirts.
we were wondering, would you happen to have any supplies that you might be willing to spare?
Yeah, we probably got a couple stuff. And you see,
That would be really nice of you because, you know, we're going to the gate and we'd like to come back, so...
what you see that Thelma will look through their supplies, and she brings out a little purse with a flower on it. And they got like a little handbag, just a little unfurls it. She will go, all right, sweetheart. All right, here's some potions for you.
Thank you so much.
You are going to get, let me see here. Let me get you some potions real quick.
don't worry, guys, I got us for the final boss. We got like 2 potions.
Damn.
You are going to get, this will encumber you, potentially. It does. You are going to
Sigma?
get 7 moderate healing potions.
Woo!
Okay.
These
okay.
heal you
Ooh,
for 3d8
ooh.
plus 10 HP.
Oh, damn. Okay.
What I will do, I will, if I can put this, I will put this in your stash. You remember how we do it in Kingmaker?
Yeah, thank you.
I'll throw it all in there, so everybody else can go in there and take
Yeah.
out 1 if they want it, or 2.
Yeah.
We can divvy it up before we go die.
Hey, sorry.
Yep.
I'm snoring.
Yes, because it's funny. For one narrative declaration, can I mention 1 level 8 potion to be in the midst of the potions? I
Depends
literally
on the
just want
potion.
Okay, I want there to be a lesser roaring potion in there.
What's Sigma?
I want Beetle to possess a lesser roaring potion. I would love
That's
a
a roaring
Beetle-
potion. Ripples move for activating. Ripples move constantly through a roaring potion, a cloudy liquid that growls when you open its container. Drinking it gives you access to 2 other activations. 1, you gain the effect of bullhorn, which basically means you amplify your voice loud enough to be heard to everybody in 500 feet. So you yell real loud. I remember this.
Oh
And
my god.
so you basically big yell, or you can do this every 1d4 rounds. You can scream in a 15-foot cone that deals 1d4 sonic damage, and each creature in that
44.
area, 44, and each creature in the area can attempt a fortitude save. So you scream really loud and you hurt people like a dragon's breath.
Oh shit. That's badass.
Oh my god, it's like a normal stream.
Fuck yeah.
God damn, that's mean.
As
Damn.
Beetle
Hey,
like brings
I
up
didn't
the
say
subject.
for who.
Hey, we know.
As Beetle brings up the subject of supplies, like Tellem snaps out of his hyperfixation about it. Mari's like, that reminds me. Please excuse me. I need to take a moment. And he will actually kind of like drift off to the side, and he will rifle through his backpack and pull out like a small, like little ghostly travel anvil, hammer, everything like that, and he will unbuckle his shield from his arm. I'm going to take 10 minutes to use my crafting skill check to repair my shield because I have a repair kit.
Okay.
Crafting.
Yes.
Roll me a little
Yeah.
crafting check and let's see what you get. Crafting.
Where is I need to find where are my skills at?
If we all keep saying crafting, he'll find it
Okay, there
faster.
we go.
Crafting,
All right, I have a
crafting,
plus
crafting,
eight.
crafting, crafting, crafting.
I have a plus 18 to the roll.
Oh,
I got a 22.
it says 18.
Yeah, I have a plus 18 to crafting.
Oh,
wait.
You said plus 14.
Where's your intelligence modifier?
Yeah, that's
I have
weird.
yeah, that's weird. Because it literally says like plus 18. It's like, oh, here's the. Oh, is it because I had assurance turned on?
Yeah, probably.
So,
Oh yeah.
So let's see. Like for the repair action, it's free apparently. So the DC was usually about the same DC to repair to give it on to craft. I'll say you do fine.
Okay. I restored 10 hit points to my shield.
Yeah, at this
which
point,
was
you spend time, you're gonna get the full HP, so you're pretty good.
Well, I the shield was only down 6 hit points.
Yeah.
So like you spend 10 minutes and he's like it knocks out some dens, like resets it back.
You buff it out.
Yeah, buff it out.
Yeah.
Spit on it.
Yeah.
And give the shield
Yeah.
the
Go spit.
I love it when he
Yeah.
spits on it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Spit on the shield,
yeah.
rub it out a little bit,
Yeah,
just-
yeah,
Right on
Yeah.
stream.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love when,
yeah.
when we
Yeah.
date our episodes. This is my favorite.
Oh man, I can't wait to see all the comments going like, man, I really fucking hate this show.
Thank
Hate
God
these-
it's ending. Oh my God.
now?
Finally.
It's a success to me if it's first now that you start hating the show.
Yeah. So with that, is anybody else doing anything?
Gray's gonna actually wander over to Vina after she like hands Talia back
Okay.
over to Brug.
If
She's gonna
anybody
wander
else
over to
wants to
Vina.
go over as well, feel
Oh,
free.
yeah. Beetle wants to go.
And Gray's just kind of like looming over Vita. Like she's not saying anything yet. She's waiting until like she's got her attention a little bit.
You see, before you get to Vina, Shoom intercepts you and goes, Shoom!
Huh.
Shoom!
Oh, hey, Shoob.
Shoom!
How you
Shoob.
doing, Shoob?
Shoom hugs you both.
Oh,
The little Shoom goes, Shoom, Shoom, on its head.
Screams Shoob.
It's
They
funny
have
you
now
say that,
spread their
'cause
spores.
You were just like, Shoom runs up to you, and I was like, it fucking latches on the Gray's leg, takes Grandma out at the knees.
Like yeah, like when he hugs her, she's just kind of like she buckles a little bit. She's just like
Yeah.
Cool.
Stoic grandma has a moment.
You'll see Vina will turn to you all and be like, oh, it's so good to see you all. You see that she's been fiddling with the dagger, just going, just like as if it was like a fidget toy of just twirling it in her hand, her little rat folk hands.
Gray
Why
will
did you
lift
keep all this a secret?
yeah, Gray will like lift her hand and like point at the dagger and go, good form. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You saved our asses.
Oh, just you know. she blushes a bit. Well,
Green nods on, like, yep, she knows. She knows.
Yeah.
for keeping it a secret, like sometimes, you know, whenever you find a big catch, when you find things down here delving, that others get a little bit jealous, or others hunt you down to find the location, and sometimes I just, you know, just want to protect things and my friends, but unfortunately, they got one of them I was protecting. And you see she looks down sad.
Not your fault. These things happen.
Not your fault.
Like
You do your best.
She shakes her head and like as no, but more in agreement to you, but no, just like it's like no, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Yeah, but still sucks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's usually it, and most of the time I was being a waitress anyway. It was nice not having to, you know, go down and get, you know, grimy and dirty down here. But sometimes I miss it, and spending times with my friends. And she looks to the back, and you see that Namadeath is still kind of doting on Garvin a little bit, who is still just knocked out. And you see Wello just doing backflips or some shit in the back.
And Gray will move her hand from pointing at the dagger to the group behind them, and she'll go, "The four of us are leaving soon. You have some good help, but it's up to you to try and make sure that everybody gets through here in one piece."
I mean, are you sure you don't want to come with us? I mean, that household of yours doesn't seem to be too much of a problem sometimes. I mean,
It's been getting worse. So, the faster we get rid of this, the better. I don't think we have a choice.
I don't
mean-
think I can live a normal life with this thing attached to me.
I mean, there's just no reason for you to do that, right? You know, you wouldn't abandon us, would you? And then all of a sudden it changes. It's a kobold in front of you, Gray. It's like, you wouldn't just abandon your entire family, would you? For that? In Beetle, you see it too. You wouldn't leave, would you? With all of your responsibility? The gnoll blinks and you see one of its eyes is red.
Gray she tenses up, and she takes a step back. She is breathing heavily.
Yeah, but you would abandon your fate, wouldn't you? Abandon responsibility?
No. We're going to get rid of this. We're
You
going
see
to
it
fix
too.
this. Yes, I do.
We're doing what you want, okay? So why don't you just back off a little bit?
Hurry up.
Huh?
Well, don't take too long, Vita says. It's like,
Sorry.
we'll try our very best to try to, you know, try to save a seat, see if they'll delay, in case when you're done, you can come back.
Gray lifts a paw. She's like, "Sorry, it just did it. We'll come back when this is done."
Beetle's
I just want this
nodding.
over.
Vina will come up to both of you, kind of like grab Beetle a little bit closer to you, and she'll hug you both like a little red arms. Just
Aw. Beetle squeezes her.
Yeah, Gray squeezes so tight. She's just like, ugh.
Vina will give you both a hug, and trying to see if there's anything that she can give you. Oh, she does.
Yeah, hand it over. Hand it over.
She will hand over to the party, going like, "Oh, sometimes they use this to try to get past some very nasty creatures, but I think you might benefit with this more." She will put an invisibility potion inside of your stash.
Ah, yes.
Thank you, Vita.
We're giving that to heart.
Hey, I hope that this isn't too forward, but you have been breathtaking, incredible, stupendous, show-stopping, amazing. The entire time that I have known you, from the moment I met you to now, life has been very strange, and I know that I'm very ugly. But perhaps if we live, would you be interested in, maybe I could cook you dinner sometime?
Gray will nudge Beetle and then move over to Namadeth. He's got this. Good luck, buddy.
You see Vina blush and go, I never had anyone ask me on a date before.
Hey, I know that I have one narrative declaration left.
Yeah. No, I gotta take yours down.
Beetle is adjacent to my kinetic aura.
Yeah.
If Heart hears a single beep of this, a small, out of the rock, something that shouldn't exist down here, a fresh little flower will grow right next to Beetle.
Fuck yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Thank you, Wingman!
High five! High five! High five! High five!
Roll me a diplomacy check as soon as you pick up that flower with fortune, which is like rolling for advantage.
Can I use pursue a lead? Wink.
I'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus due to your slither trait.
Resisting my urge to throw my fucking shield at Beetle's.
I'm using a hero point! I'm using a
Yeah,
hero
you rolled a
point!
7 on that one.
I'm using a hero point!
Watch it be a natural 1. Oh, it's almost. It's worse.
Oh, but you have fortune.
You have fortune, so you take the highest, so.
Okay.
Does that mean that he still technically has a hero point?
No. Hero points technically have the fortune effect, so.
Okay, yeah. True.
Here's hoping that Vina likes the awkward, nerdy type.
Beetle flounders a little bit. He picks the flower up and he holds it out to her. He can't make eye contact, but he's trying.
Yeah.
Does he do the bird thing where he turns his head?
Yes, yeah. He like turns his head one way, the other way, so he's looking at her.
Like kind of puffs up a little bit. He's like, look at my neck. Look at my neck. My neck is really red. Like,
look at how big my throat is. Look how big my throat is. I'm a great forager.
I love
throws up on the floor. Look at all this food I can forage.
Look at this flower I found in the middle of nowhere.
Damn, I'm so good at this. Wow.
I find it hard to believe that you haven't been asked out on a date before. If it doesn't, if you're not into it, then that's okay too. It's great just being your friend.
You see Vina will come up to you, hold your hands that are also holding the flower, and she will give you a little smooch on top of your head.
Oh my god,
and
his entire head explodes.
And she says, if you return, it's a date.
He wags his tail. He nods. He's grinning like a stupid little idiot. He turns away and he like does a little scamper, jumps, does the leprechaun heel click, and scrambles over to Heart.
Just imagine,
buddy, what happened?
Heart is just there. It's just like Heart, like as he does the heel click, jumps in the air, heels click, and just like tackles Heart directly in the face.
Yo, what's happening, buddy?
We have to make it back alive.
Dude, I wasn't planning on dying.
I got a date
with Vina. And he like grabs the scarf around his neck and shakes it. He's still wearing her scarf. He's been wearing his scarf this like entire fucking campaign since she gave it to him.
Heart stands up, thanks Holic for the thing, and he takes Beetle like over here for a second.
Oh no.
And he holds Beetle and smiles widely and goes, I'll make sure that you come back, dude.
Thanks, Heart. You too.
Yeah, of course. So, buddy.
Yeah?
What are you gonna do on the date?
I don't know.
Did you promise her anything?
I said I would cook for her.
Dude, you know that your cooking is like really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't have lore skill cooking at all.
Dude, I have lore skill cooking. I'm master at that.
Can you teach me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
I'm
So-
losing it because they're
Now-
saying this next to Brug, and he's like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Can we
So-
make a really cheesy dish? Cause she probably likes cheese.
Dude, that's a bit. You know,
Leaves.
You know,
Is that
that's
racial profiling?
it. Kind of is, but hear me out. She has cheese on her, like it's right there on her belt. I think you're just observant, dude.
I am an investigator.
He taps his
Yeah.
head.
You know what? You know what you're really good at. If you
Huh?
want to, not always, but if you want to, you're a really good listener. I would know. And he like does the very soft little like nudge of his knuckle against Beetle's cheek.
Oh, Beetle
You-
tears up.
You've been helping me a lot when you listen to me. You know, when I ramble about weird stuff that nobody understands.
Well, you're easy to listen to.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
He goes
Now-
in and he hugs him.
Now, if you want to, I can like do whatever I can to help you in terms of the cooking stuff. Yeah. But let's start off easy when we do, right? So there's a thing
Yeah.
called charcuterie, and then it cuts to the next person.
Due to our time limit, let's go ahead and try
Yes.
to
Oh
get to our
yeah.
thing here. If it's okay if I can quickly summarize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for the shorter episode today.
So, as you guys begin to reconnoiter with everyone, Namadeth kind of like, says like, "Oh, it's good to see you, Mrs. Gray. You know, like, he'll
Yeah,
be
she
quite
was just-
fine. You know,
Yeah, that's
bring
basically
him
what
up-
she was gonna ask, basically.
He'll be
So-
quite fine, and we'll return to the Devil's Guild and start anew. You know, like we'll be just fine. No worries." And of course, you get to see all of your friends as they begin to form together to eventually leave you. You see Vina and Namadeth and the Delvers all bind up together and begin to start heading up to the Northern Passage to scout forward. And then you see Hollick pack up everything. Mama, Thelma, and Helma were the ones who give you your first quest. Help pack up things in the camp. They beckon over Cassie and Gary and be like, "Stop kissing and hurry up." Brung with his child would also pull up the rear security.
Before
And they-
before they leave, Hart runs up and does his secret handshake he has always done with Brog every single time he has seen him.
He matches it beat for beat, just bam, bam, fist bump, does a little thumb thing, a little twist, pinky raise, fucking another fist, but like all the stuff.
Yeah, ends
And-
with a headbutt, and then he goes back.
He goes like, "I'll see you around, brother."
See you around, buddy.
And you wait, and they'll all wave bye to you all as they head up north through the cave.
Before they do that, Taleem will sidle up next to Greg, and he will reach in his robe, and he will take out 10 platinum pieces and put them in Greg's hand, and he's just like,
Just to carry you over.
Keep the investment safe.
Keep it
Like for
secret,
room,
keep it
board,
safe.
anything that you're going to need along the
Are
way.
you sure? This is a lot of money.
and Taleem is just like,
You're gonna
he's like-
give up this much?
Oh.
Taleem's like, he pats his chest, he's like,
I'm pretty good right now, and I'm pretty sure I can earn more.
You see, Greg he can't touch you, but you see he will kind of like hand hover over and go like, "You're the nicest wizard who's ever been kind to me."
Because you're the only
Two.
wizard who's ever been kind of
let me, I gotta roll my check. I gotta roll it. Taleem will go and attempt to put his hand on Greg's shoulder. It passes through, and he kind of like, he looks a little bit disheartened.
You get the
and,
roll it
like-
with fortune. Roll again.
Let's go.
All right. So Taleem will actually like put a hand on Greg's shoulder, and he's like,
You are my apprentice, and you have performed admirably. And I look forward to continued journeys together.
and then he'll just like slap Greg on the back. He's like, now go out there and be the best wizard you can.
You see him sniffle a little bit like, I'll do you proud. I'll make you so much money.
Mr. Craig.
Tellem like folds his arms behind his back and he's like, yes, you will.
We'll wait for you at a party.
Like as he like as they walk away, Tellem's like, I'm going to make so much money off that thing.
So as they head up north to the passage, you all see to the southeast a red gem coaxing you forward.
Oh, this motherfucker!
Do you go forward, or do you turn to the north to try to stay with your friends?
Tellem has now buckled his shield back on his arm. He is checking his gauntlets. Like he flicks the little switches and like, you know, the daggers will pop out of each gauntlet and he flexes them, then sheathes those back. He's got his pistol tucked into the waistband of his robes and a hand resting on the hilt of his sword. And he looks at the others and is like, so what do you say we get rid of this inconvenience?
Oh, let's get rid of this fucking thing.
I'm ready for a nap after this. Let's go.
I got a date! You
This dude has been underestimating us this entire time. What does he think he is? A bunch of goons?
bunch of goons! What do you think we are? A bunch of goons!
Like as they're like rabble rousing, like moving forward, Tellem is just like in the back, is just like floating along. He's like, I can't believe I died and was stuck with all of them.
As the goons continue forward, it takes them quite a while through the winding caverns of the underground underneath the city of Outset. But they soon find themselves exactly where they need to be, with the red gem leading them exactly where they need to go. A turn right here, a turn left there. They enter a narrow hallway. And if I could take some agency, if it's okay.
So why is there a fog gate here?
As they continue forward, they see farther on into the distance a gate with an ominous red hue. And that's where we'll end it today. And we'll see you next time on Rotgoons.
Not just on Rotgoons, but the finale of Rotgoons.
Last episode's next time. And we'll see you there at near the beginning of September. Love you all very much. We'll see you all.
Good evening, everybody.
Like, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you so much, Minerva. Thank you so much, Cabal. Thank you so much, Froggy Lock. SaltyJub. Minerva got a plush, by the way. Go buy that.
Wait, no, wait, it's not released yet. It's not released yet.
Yeah, go follow.
Go buy,
Follow their socials
go buy
for that.
weird blue, pink, and cat. Yeah.
If you don't mind if I
Good
cut
job.
it early here, please follow everybody on their socials. They're all in the description and the YouTube videos and stuff like that. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. So long. Farewell.
Bye.
See you for last episode. Bye.
Can't believe Zoran